start and finish of the men's under 23. This is a fun one to watch. Fun one because some of these guys will become the next superstars of the World Tour, and it's pretty exciting. It's 1:04 p.m. right now, and the guys go off in 11 minutes, 1:15. So yeah, I'm here to bring you a little bit of coverage of what's behind the scenes, how to get around if you're watching this for next year, or maybe, basically for next year. A few things of note: you cannot walk or get on the course. You can cross at crossings, but no riding on the course or walking on the course. You are welcome to go to any part of the course as long as you're not on the course, which is a bit confusing, but it just means that if you're in Kings Park, use the walking trails or use the paths. Use the footpaths and you should be absolutely fine.
This bike race is going to be underway at
If you were there at Kings Park early, before the race kicked off, you would have found on that Saturday that there weren't as many spectators. Most of the people there were family, friends, or generally cyclists who are interested in basically the under 19s and the under 23s racing. This happened to be the under 23s. It was not the headline event, but still we got quite a fair few people lined up along the start finish line waiting for the race to begin. My mate Jack Dola was there, John Carter as well. That was me shouting to Jack. Quite a few young riders here that I'm pretty sure we'll see at the World Tour on TV soon if they continue to keep up their passion for the sport, continue to do their best, continue to basically put themselves out there, actually race, find sponsors and support. And that's where the cycling community, the clubs that we have, are so super important. If we are supporting local cycling here in Perth, if we show up in numbers, if we support the clubs, these young guys get a chance to actually make it big in the future, and we would have had a part of it in their journey. So I'm out here with my camera taking some video and some photos, and off the guys go. A pretty big peloton that would soon be shredded into pieces, I can tell you that. A lot of people thought that on paper this course was really, really flat and that things would be easy, but it was not. And they're off. They are off. They're off. It's time to go find a spot and take some photos. With the race in full flight, it was time to head down from Kings Park and find a spot, and I had a few places in mind. The first place was actually the feed zone, and I wanted to go to the feed zone because family and friends would be there, teams would be there, and it would be pretty interesting to talk to the people who are supporting the riders. So let's go. First stop is going to head down to the feed zone for all the mums and dads, uncles and aunts and whoever the riders could get to stand there would be. So that'll be pretty interesting. We'll go try to say hi, get to know how all of them are feeling. I'm sure everyone is excited or nervous about how their kids or their friends are gonna do. So let's see. Look who I bumped into on the way down to the feed zone. Where's the feed zone, by the way?
Literally just straight
Literally
ahead.
just straight
See
ahead.
that like really tall skyscraper? It's like next to that. It's in a park.
Perfect. Now,
Yeah, so just go straight.
Theo, you just raced the under 19s.
Yeah,
And how old are you?
16.
So you're at the really,
I am
you're
the youngest allowed.
Yes, that's it. Now, how'd you go? Walk me through the race.
So the start was really fast, pretty hard because everyone was bunched up. So I tried my best to like position myself leading into the descent.
Yeah. Which descent? The May Drive one?
Not May, but that was quite technical as well. but the main one after coming down Forest, Kings Park, then
yeah.
it's the triple left onto Mounts Bay.
How did you find the triple left?
That it was scary because I'm not the best bike handler, but yeah, it was a bit scary. It was out of my comfort zone, but I got through the first lap with the main bunch. Second lap I chased back on because I got distanced a bit, but by the third lap yeah, I was pretty far off the back, but I like kept chasing, met up with a few dropped guys, and we got pulled out like on our fifth lap or something. But yeah, that was because the girls were gonna come through for their sprint, so pulled off. But yeah, it was good.
Good effort, good effort. Now, which part of the course was the most difficult?
Definitely the turning onto Mount Street bit. That was pretty hard.
Malcolm Street, you mean, right here?
Oh, not Malcolm Street. Sorry. What's the one next to the river called?
Next to the river? Oh,
Mounts Bay. Mounts Bay.
Road.
Yeah. So yeah, turning onto that was definitely the hardest for me. Because I'm a climber, so going up the hills was fine. But going down and descending is not my strong point. So, and I knew that coming into this, but just wanted to do better than what I expected, and I did that. So yeah, pretty happy with that.
How was the Mounts Bay stretch? Was it fast?
The first one, not so much. Everyone kind of like sat up a bit. But yeah, after that it got pretty fast along there. I think we were doing like 50, high 50s at the fast bit. But yeah, it was pretty quick.
Now, were there people standing around supporting?
Oh yeah. Basically the whole of Malcolm Street, the whole climb was packed. The feed zone was really nice. The whole like St. George's Terrace was pretty full. Same with Fraser. But through Kings Park it was a bit quiet, but you had the volunteers and marshals cheering you on. There were a few people having weekend picnics, so they were cheering you on. So.
Fantastic. Hey, good effort.
Yeah,
good effort
thanks.
out there today, mate.
Good to bump into you. So.
Likewise.
Yeah.
All right, let's
Enjoy
go.
watching it.
Thank you.
So.
Rolling down Malcolm Street, I had so many people just saying, "Hey Nate, hey Nathan, hey Nathaniel." It was really cool, to just say hi and get some recognition around. Lovely. Please continue to do that. I will, when I can, stop, have a chat with you guys, because I absolutely love the fact that you guys are watching my content and enjoying it. Here we are in the feed zone, and I'm about to... I spot a tree, and I'm running straight there to park my bike and have a chat with people in the feed zone. Enjoy the conversations I'm gonna have. Hello. I'm just gonna park my bike here.
Are you?
Good. You guys all enjoying the racing? Good stuff. You're here at the feed zone. Are you feeding yourself or feeding others?
Feeding myself.
Hey, good to see you too. I'm here to actually, just chat with people in the feed zone. Because this is where all the action happens.
Yeah, very busy this morning with the girls and boys under 19.
Yeah. Oh, you got ice pack prepared.
I am, yes, doing some ice.
Who's that for? Yourself?
23. Look at
this.
No, I'm not riding.
That's a stocking.
That's a proper ice pack.
That's a proper ice pack. And
That's a stocking.
what's the hack? Pantyhose?
Yeah.
Ooh, sexy.
Yeah, tied up with ice.
Stocking socks is what you need.
Stocking socks. Why'd you choose the nude color, not the black or the lace?
Yeah.
I'm going to leave the ice for the moment.
You reckon the lacy one will give them more what?
No, you don't want to mess with their focus. Riding the bike. Yeah.
Fantastic.
So these are not drinking water.
These are what?
Do you want some water?
Oh, the course. Ah, you're welcome. Oh. Yep. Here with a guy. What's your name, mate? Ian. And Ian's got a great hack for people in the feed zone.
Yeah.
High vis.
Where high vis, and then tell your riders what kind of colour high vis you're going to be in.
Beautiful.
I've got to go.
Go for it, mate.
Thank you.
I'm just going to follow Ian. He's going to be handing off. The riders are still a bit
Just at the bottom of
way down at the bottom. So Ian, do you have a rally or a...
My son's racing in under 23 with Cycling Development Foundation.
Nice, what's his name?
Finley McRobbie.
Oh, Finley! Ah.
Yeah.
That's it. There we go.
It's going to be an immense race. It's going to be fantastic.
It is. How many laps are they doing today?
10 laps for under 23s.
Jeez, 10 times up this hill. Painful. Let's see the handoff.
Yeah, good job.
What was it? Lots of action at the feed zone. You just stand there and you never know whether they want to pick it up or not, eh?
No, so he went out with, most of them go out with 2 bottles, so probably going to be lap 3 probably before they need something handed off.
Sounds good.
Excellent,
Cool
thank
beans,
you.
cool. See you, mate. Hey, Drew, what's up, man? You're in the feed zone.
Yeah.
Cool. Lots of familiar faces out there. Jess, hey, are you racing?
I've already
tomorrow?
raced.
Oh, you raced
Yeah, I
today?
did this morning.
Jeez, how was it?
Hard, hot.
Hard. How'd you?
Yeah.
Did you finish?
I did, yeah. So,
Did you contest for the win or anything?
no. So I got dropped along here actually on the 4th time we were going up here. Fifth
Fifth out
time,
of
so the
how many
second
laps?
last one. So we had 6.
6. Jeez.
So on the 5th one I
Tough,
got dropped
eh?
here, and I got dropped by a lot. So when we were turning into Kings Park, I essentially couldn't see the girls.
Oh man.
They were so far away, but I got back on. It took me until like halfway along Mount Spey to get back on.
That's a crazy chase. That's long.
I was
what,
pretty cooked.
7 Ks at least?
Yeah, it
Just
was
the whole
a
of
long
Kings
way.
Park and then Mounts Bay. Jeez.
And I was on my own chasing, but I got back on, and then but the second it started to go up there again, I got out the back. So that's
Which was
okay.
the toughest part of the course for you?
Malcolm Street. Mainly, I struggled a lot to get bottles and that. Like I got them, but getting the bottles kind of sent me to the back of the group. So by the time we got to by the time we got to the actual kick on Malcolm, it was a bit hard to stick with them because it's like you want to be in the top sort of like 8 essentially, so you can kind of move backwards a bit without putting too much effort in. But I was at the back, so it was like I had to send it to try and keep with them.
Out of curiosity, what were you girls doing coming up St. George's and Malcolm?
Ooh, I actually don't know. I'd have to check. I wasn't really watching.
Just following, right? You just
I
making
was
sure you're
just
holding
trying
the
to
wheel.
like do what I could. I could find out, but I'd have to search for it a bit.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry. I just noticed, yes, you're using these same handlebars I'm using.
Yeah, oh, they're a bit grotty. I've got all the sweat all over them.
That's fine. Did you find them useful on the straight when you're chasing?
When I was chasing, these were so good because like the little aero position that you can get into, especially going down cardiac. So when I was with the bunch, I'd be in the drops obviously because it's like you don't want to touch wheels. But when I was on my own and chasing, being able to get
On
into
the
the
top,
hoods and just was really really quick. You can get really low down.
Well, congrats on the finish.
Thank you.
You're racing under 19s?
Yes.
Under 19s. And how old are you this year?
I'm about to turn 18 in a couple of days.
So you still got 2 more years in under 19s, right?
No. So next year I'll be under 23s.
What? Already?
Yes.
Jeez.
So it's like the year
Thrown
that
in
you
the deep
turn.
end.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I'm happy though. First year of racing, so I can't complain with how I
That's
did.
very cool. Hey, thanks so much for the chat.
No worries.
Cheers.
See ya.
See ya. You'll get a good feed.
Yeah.
Hey guys, hey. Do you have family racing?
Yeah.
So who's racing? Name drop.
Fletcher Medway. Failing McDonald.
Fletcher.
Fletcher Medway.
And I heard that there's a break at the moment.
There's a break.
Oh, exciting. Who's at the front?
Dylan Proctor, Parker, and Tyler Tompkinson.
Oh, there are 3 of them now.
No, 2.
2. Oh, just 2. So you guys out here at the feed zone handing out bottles and stuff?
Yeah.
Nice. And how do you have any hacks in terms of being identifiable by your riders? apart from having your face?
Fluoro top.
Fluoro top. Ah, high vis. That's it.
We're stuck an umbrella particular jersey. Like held an umbrella up.
Actually, that's really cool. Is it safe though?
Out so they spot
Yeah.
you.
It's just up in
So
the
they
air.
can see
Okay.
you and then get it
Yeah,
down.
up, not out.
That would be pretty interesting. You see a whole mass of riders rolling over.
Yeah.
Have you guys ridden the course by any chance?
Yeah, I did a few laps yesterday.
And what do you think of the course? Which is the toughest part?
This street, Malcolm Street, coming up into the park is probably the hardest part. There's a small rise inside Kings Park.
Yes,
You kind
that's
of
right.
start and then switch back.
Yep.
It's a bit of a roller. Well, we thought it would be a roller, but in the road race, they
Alright, now
they
do-
found it pretty tough in the under-19s today.
Do you have any words for your mate?
Rip in for the boys. Yeah.
Okay. What jerseys are they in, by the way? What kit?
So we got Bailey McDonald. He's in the team Novo Nordisk kit.
Yep.
So
Okay.
green and blue.
Green and blue.
And then James Peniz is in the St George Continental. He's in the black and
Black.
maroon.
Oh, similar to Sassy.
Yeah, very similar.
Yeah, similar. It's cool. It's cool. Well, wishing you guys all the best. Enjoy.
Thank you.
And may all the stuff that has to go to the riders actually stick to the hands.
We love your videos.
Oh, thank you. Oh, you guys watch it.
You're the
Velographer, yeah.
Yeah, we
That's
watched
right.
your
So, Ava, what's it like handing out bottles at the side of the road?
It's quite hot.
Is it stressful? Actually, is it stressful?
We just try and make sure that they can actually grab them and try and move with them, but we need to let them know that we're here. I'm feeding for Nate, my boyfriend, and his dad's further down there, so we're just going double up just in case he misses
he
it.
won't miss you. It's like, where's my girl?
You'd hope so.
Is there a special way you hold the bottle so that
Usually
they
at the
can
top.
grab it?
Usually at the
So
top.
so they'll come around and they'll
Yeah,
just grab it
and
like
you
that.
and you try and move it with the bike.
I see.
So
I see.
it's not as momentum.
That's pretty hectic, eh?
Yeah. it
So
can get hectic
have you
with
guys
everyone.
practiced handing off a bottle?
We have. Well, I practiced when I went to Europe last year, but that was just in racing. But I'm sure he's all over it by now. So
Fantastic. I'll
Yeah.
keep a lookout for him.
Yeah.
His name's Nate.
Nate, yeah,
Nate.
in
Nate's
St
a
George.
great name, Nathaniel Nate.
Yeah, I know, it was close enough,
Best
eh?
name, best name.
Easy to remember.
Yeah, look at those guys, man. They're
I know.
dancing in the middle of the road.
Yeah, they're having a good time, aren't they?
They are. Here is Sophie, and Sophie's got a brother who's racing. That's super exciting. What's your brother's name?
Jeremy Smith.
Jeremy Smith. Okay, shout out to him. You want to say anything to him right now?
Hope he does well.
Yeah, okay, Jeremy, we hope you do well.
Yeah.
Is he expecting you to be holding the bottle for him?
Yes.
And has he given you tips on, okay, Sophie, you got to hold the bottle this certain way?
Yeah. He's
How's it
told me specifically like that.
like that? And so he comes across and grabs it and goes, eh?
Yeah.
Nice, very nice. What color kit is he in?
Waist kit. So
A waist kit. Oh, nice. Hey, you're local WA.
yeah.
Go Jeremy, go. Woo! It wasn't long before the peloton came in full flight up Malcolm Street once more, and there was a breakaway. 2 riders up the road with a substantial gap, and that gap would continue to grow, just like every other single race. Apparently, the places where the race blew up were in Kings Park, up Lufkin, where there's a long drag uphill, along Mounts Bay Road, where the wind was just howling, and up Malcolm Street climb. So this drag, although on paper it did not look super long or anything like that, it was a deciding factor between the best and the rest. It's time for me to saunter off to Mounts Bay, which is just down the road. Enjoy.
Thank you, mate.
See you guys. Have a great day.
Great work.
After having met so many amazing people, it was time to head to Mounts Bay Road, and I would go under Narrows Bridge and across the road for a spot that overlooked the city skyline. So while we are on the way to Mounts Bay Road, I've got a little bit of a story. So there's a rider from a team called Butterfield, and his name is Jameson Key. Yesterday in the crit, his wheel, a spoke got ripped out and a bit of carnage. He was alright, but he needed new wheels. He popped by the Ascent booth, happened to be there, we chatted, and he's riding my wheels, the Ascent Polaris 42. So we're gonna find out later on how his race went, if he likes the wheels, and yeah, I think it's a cool story. So Jameson is a young lad. I think he's like 18 or 19 years old. Rides for Butterfields, Van Dam Racing, and what introduced me to him was the fact that he uses the same handlebars that I use, the Ascent Aero handlebars. He absolutely loves them. A couple of his mates over east have them as well, and yeah, that's what linked us up together. Passion for the same bars and understanding how amazing they actually work. Well, I was looking for a good place to take some photos, and I was thinking maybe under the Narrows Bridge, but the problem is shooting from under the Narrows Bridge, you get really strong backlight because the Narrows Bridge is basically sheltered and it gets really dark. So a good exposure means the back is all basically blown out. And so I decided to hop onto the island on the road just after Narrows Bridge, where all the palm trees are, and try to find a spot over there where the riders would be basically flying up towards the city. And coming from this position, it would be rather interesting for me as a spectator, because I would be able to see how strung out and how far the gaps were, especially with the wind coming from the foreground, from the background to the foreground, also from basically from the right to the left as they're coming down. I'm pretty sure they'll be flying. The question was how fast, how big were the gaps, and how much of the peloton was left. In the previous races, the under 19s, basically the breakaway won. And we would see that across pretty much all the different categories, including the elite men's, which you would have watched by the time this video is out. So here I am with my camera, and these are the leaders from 2 to 3, and check out the gap. It's absolutely massive. That's the brake. The brake is, geez, gone. Super fast. I don't see anyone else. Question is, will they be pulled back? That's hard to say because this breeze is just coming this way. The Frio doctors come in, and it's more like the Frio, I don't know. The doctor is giving them some oh, there's a chase coming here. The chase was only really small, just a handful of riders before the rest of the peloton actually showed up. This was actually quite shocking, considering the fact that everyone kind of thought, oh, the sprinters are gonna make it, the sprinters are gonna make it. But nope, the sprinters didn't make it. That was a chase, and that was Dennis Glen Parker Cycles on a bike. Oh, this whole race is split up. Jeez. You can tell that the peloton was moving pretty quick, but the fact that the peloton couldn't catch the chasers really meant something. The course was difficult. I think people had really underestimated the course, and so for those of you guys who are planning to do the Grand Fondo or take part in your age category races, bear in mind this is actually a very tough course. Here's Patrick Boere Photo.
Hey, how's it going?
Photographer extraordinaire here in WA for sports.
Hopefully.
Love your work, mate.
Cheers, thank you.
We'll put your Instagram handle down there. What is it?
Patrick Boere Photography.
Patrick Boere Photography. Fantastic.
Good luck spelling it.
I'll hunt it on Instagram first.
Easy.
Have you got some good shots today?
Trying new locations, probably testing out for tomorrow's lead, I think.
That's it.
Learn some good spots, but it's not bad. Pretty warm though.
It is warm. But the Frio doctor's coming in, so it's not too
Tailwind
bad.
on Mounds Bay.
Yeah,
they're going quick.
Absolutely. I feel so sad for a couple of those guys who've been dropped.
Not coming back now, I don't think. need to find the way
to get
the next spot. What way?
Patrick and I would park ourselves basically up at the corner of William and St. George's Terrace, where the riders turned off to the side. It was a great view, got lots of nice photos and videos you can see from my camera. It was now time to move on a little bit, and I thought, hey, why not just head back towards the feed zone. When I passed Dome and saw some very familiar faces. You guys have found the perfect spot to watch everything. That's cool, that's cool. All roads lead to Dome. That's it, very nice. I'm gonna get myself a cup too. Coffee. Fancy seeing you here. Getting something? Coffee?
Absolutely, gonna need lunch.
Lunch? It's a bit late for lunch.
No, it's only 2:30.
2:30, really? Okay, time to grab some food.
There's some bike racks over there, gents.
I have to have some pastry. Beautiful. A Dome in the city. Beautiful spot. One more time, bro. One more time. So after refueling and getting my eardrums ripped out by the vuvuzela that Hino had, it was time to head back to Kings Park. And I was going up to Kings Park because I got a message from Jameson Key on my mobile, and unfortunately it wasn't very good news. Not good news at all. There was a crash and he got caught up. Hey man, how are you? So sorry you pulled out of the race.
No.
Damn. Far out. What happened?
So did a touch of wheels and then he just fell right in front of me and then I could do nothing about it.
So you just went over?
Yeah, I reckon I fell over Josh Cranage and he got tangled up on my bike. Thought it was okay when I was looking at it on the floor, and then I pulled it up and it was like this.
Ah, geez.
Which isn't ideal. Yeah, the bars are a bit spongy. I reckon it's cracked in here.
Yep.
Because all the carbon's been broken.
Must have been a hard crash.
Yeah.
So the bars took most of the brunt?
Yeah, they took all of it. I didn't hurt myself at all.
You didn't hurt yourself at all? Oh.
No.
Which lap did this happen on?
Second lap.
Second
lap I got caught behind a crash on the hill as well, then bridged back, got back on and then crashed again.
Oh, there was a crash on the hill?
Yeah, some fella rode into the barrier.
Oh jeez.
Yeah, which wasn't good.
So did you expect, how did the race actually split apart like this? Because it's in pieces.
I reckon it would have been on the false flat in the middle of Kings Park. That was probably the part which was hurting people the most. After doing the climb and then coming back into it. That's probably where it would have split up.
Okay.
Because that's where most of the attacks were going, and then when I was in the bunch, and then yeah.
So were you at the pointy end at the beginning?
Yeah, I was at the front most of the race, and then went to go get a bottle in the feed, and then fell to the back, and then got caught behind a crash again.
Dang.
And then that was my race over, caught back on through the convoy, and then which is a bit unlucky, but it's racing.
That's it. Well, we will we'll hope for better next year.
Yeah.
Next year. That's it. Look at these guys. They're like super far behind. You reckon they even catch up at all, or the race is over?
Depends who's in this.
Let's see. Oh, JC's here.
Yeah, Fergus, Zach and Will. They're gonna bridge across, I reckon. They're three of the strongest in the race.
Bridge across, but the gap is like a few minutes.
Yeah, well come on Connor, yep. They're three of the favourites. Yeah, Louis, come on. I reckon because reckon Case will be riding for Fergus.
Yep.
I reckon they'll try getting back up the road. And Zach, he's flying at the moment. And Will, he's pretty good, riding for Hagen.
I'm gonna get your hot take.
Yeah, Mike, you use the convoy, yep.
I'm gonna get your hot take. Who's gonna win this one?
Oh.
Top 3, give me a top 3.
Top 3, I reckon Zach's moving pretty well. I reckon Zach will win it. And I reckon Will Holmes, I reckon he'll podium. Not sure where, but I have faith in my good mate Will that he'll podium. And you can't count out Fergus for a podium.
Nice. To all the racers who finished the race, to those who did not finish the race, kudos to you guys for taking part, putting up not just putting up a show, but actually also doing your best. There are lots of people who didn't make it to the race, and you did. So, good job, guys. For those of you who won and podium, congratulations. And for those of you who are watching this video, thanks for watching. Love it that you guys are enjoying the content. This is me riding back to my car, gonna be driving home. And yeah, as I leave you right here, right now, best wishes to all of you. Stay healthy, stay upright, and thank you for watching.